At this point, we'll go ahead and introduce Abolish ASUN to the floor.
Hello. Abolish ASUN. What we seek to do is sort of point out the nature and reality of all governmental systems and bureaucratic fundings and representative democracies, and we point and make fun of all those things through the protesticular. The protest we've already established, and which will become a referendum for students to vote on, known as Abolish ASUN, where students of the University of Nevada, Reno will seek to abolish their student government. And so that's what we plan on doing.
But we need approval by the student government.
But first we need to be approved by the student government to do this.
Have you guys brought with you your advisor today?
Gary Cage had prior engagements.
Yeah, we weren't able to actually get a hold of him because we were only emailed less than like 24 hours in advance, so we weren't even able to rally him in time to do anything.
Oh.
No, we do not have him. I don't see him here.
Yeah,
unless Molly wants to be our advisor.
Did you guys?
Oh, okay. Well, our advisor's right here.
Oh, yep. Present and counted for.
At this point, I didn't receive any email from you guys though within the last 24 hours advising that you would not have your advisor showing. Is there a reason why this?
Well, because we only got the email 24 hours in advance.
Were you aware that you had to have your advisor more than 24 hours though? And it's within the steps and the procedures.
When was this policy created that you needed to even hike your advisor over here?
The policy was created, this whole process was created as of July 1st.
You guys expect club leaders to know?
Add more transparency to new clubs that are being created, give the commission a chance to actually meet full on with the club leaders as well as the advisors.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you should just pardon our ignorance in this fact. We did not actually know that it was this big of a deal. Like, we didn't see it especially highlighted. In fact, we gleaned over it until we actually started to get all our ducks in a row as of last night because of that email. So, pardon our ignorance on this.
And then another thing with our org sync, it got deleted. Like, we got it all created and then it just disappeared, and so we had to like rally everyone up on the page again, and we don't know what's going on with that.
I did look into that. Your org sync was never deleted, neither was your application. They've actually been on file the entire time. So,
yeah, but our constitution and all that did in fact disappear from the org sync.
It's up there right now.
Yeah, it is, because we put
it on there last night. We did one a while ago. I don't know which constitution you guys have in your hands, but there's probably two versions floating around. But anyway.
But yeah,
so, we don't have our advisor. I mean,
fraught with difficulty, but.
Well, at this point, without sending in the notice within 24 hours.
Because we don't have our advisor.
Will not be present. We won't be able to consider you for recognition at this point.
All right.
We do have a hearing, however, coming October 7th.
No,
are you kidding?
No,
are you kidding? You will not approve a club without hiking over a staff advisor that you gave us notice to 24 hours in advance.
We
are you kidding?
Notice, sir. It was inside our policies.
Okay, like when I was a commissioner 2 years ago, we had a list of clubs on there, and it was like, do any of you guys object to these clubs being approved? No, therefore they're all approved. Club leaders never even had to show up to a meeting. It was just done. That's how it is. You guys made this new rule 2 months ago, and you expect us to know this? I mean, we did not know about the email or the advisory, to send you that Gary Cage couldn't make it.
Your application was actually submitted after the policies were created, and at that point, all the steps and procedures were noted.
But you can just.
I also know that Barry was inside the office about a week and a half ago when both Commissioner Hacker and I informed you that who and what would have to be present by this hearing.
And I don't believe an advisor was actually ever even mentioned.
I know for a fact that I mentioned that, sir.
So, I mean, this is literally just a tit for a tat. But John and I we've both been in this. We've both been in a club game for a long time. I mean, we've in fact been in a club that's won Club of the Year. We know what we're doing, and we know what it is to participate in student activities. Why should it be so arbitrary at this point to come down to literally we didn't give you 24 hours notice?
In return to that, as I said, the commission, I understand.
I mean, can you see our frustration with this?
But the policies have changed.
I'm saying, how does that actively benefit anyone?
Who's benefiting here?
Do they have 10 people?
Yes,
Yes.
Do they have a constitution?
certainly do.
Have they completed a signature card?
Yeah, we have it. We just turned it into the treasurer.
Okay, who abided by the non-discrimination policy?
Definitely. Everyone's allowed.
You have an advisor.
Yeah.
What's their name?
Dr. Gary Cage is part of the philosophy department.
Okay. They have everything else. No advisor. Regardless of if they can or can't make it, is there a possibility to entertain contacting them and having an interview, recognition pending?
By our policy, they should have submitted a notification within 24 hours that their advisor would not be there. The email, even that you guys claim that went out, was sent greater than 24 hours ago.
27.
Is
My
there
bad.
a reason why you guys did not email back?
We did not know that we had to respond
Yeah, it doesn't say please respond.
if you couldn't make it 24 hours in advance.
I mean, we apologize. We
Is
just
that
thought,
in the packet? Is that in the packet? The club funding 2010 document.
This is actually club recognition, has nothing to do with funding.
So it's not in that main packet.
It's on steps provided online for how to start a new club organization. It's the actual final step.
well then, we apologize that it has to be this difficult and arbitrary. I mean, if you don't want to give us any recognition, we're fine with that. We'll walk right out of here right now.
I apologize, but at this point, we will not be able to grant you guys recognition.
And why again?
Because we need to have, it's mandatory through the policy that your club advisor be present at this meeting. And if he is unable to be, that we're notified within 24 hours or 24 hours prior to.
And I'm just assuming each of these policies is to benefit the student body, right?
The purpose of the policy is to create a more transparent means by which.
So it has nothing to do to,
department
you don't
can
care?
monitor resources and clubs that are being used by students.
To what end? To ultimately to benefit students, correct? Or is this just, is it because we're not properly sipping from the ceremonial cup? I don't see, you can clearly see that we are actively passionate about this, and in fact the very club that we want to form is because of certain things like this. And here you are saying, because we have this arbitrary rule, we're not going to approve you, even though you are active members of student organizations.
Commissioner Gomez.
I'd like to point out in our department procedures manual adopted June 28th, 2010 under Chapter 6, Standing of Clubs and Organizations, Title C, Section 5 reads, the president, treasurer, and advisor of an organization must be present during the hearing in which the organization is requesting recognition.
And we fully
Should
agree
one
with
of
that.
these officers not have the ability to attend, they must submit to the director a written notification including the name and contact information for the officer or member who will be acting in their stead, not less than 24 hours prior to the scheduled start of the meeting or hearing at which the request is to be made.
Yeah, we buy that fully. I am willing to say that that is a rule, but don't you think it's mildly arbitrary that you should hang us up on that, on section C5?
Like, what if we give you the information right now?
Yeah.
I have his name, phone number, email, and I can just write it down and give a copy to every single one of you guys right now.
As the policy states, would have had been submitted
24 hours, so that information is now useless?
I'm sorry, it's the policy. At this point though, I'm going to close comment for the sake of the other clubs that are here. If you guys would like to discuss the policy, I have no problem meeting with you in person after the meeting.
All right. Oh, well, we're not going to meet. We're not going to stick around for the end of the meeting to talk to you about the arbitrariness of certain rules and policies within ASUN.